Welcome to MetCon. My name is Amy. I'm going to be taking you through 30 minutes of cardiovascular type intervals. We've got 7 intervals of 45 seconds, 3 times through. There will be 15 seconds between exercises for transition, so you don't need to rush through. There's going to be a 1-minute break between rounds. The only equipment that you need, not necessary though, is a jump rope. I'm going to be minding the jump rope today, but if you have one, go ahead and grab that. Grab your water, put on some music in your earbuds or a speaker if you'd like. Just make sure you can hear me. Let's get it started. We're going to start warming up here. Start with some shoulder rolls. Kind of moving through that shoulder joint. You can make them bigger. You can do double arm or single arm alternating. And reverse direction. Couple more. And bring those arms back to your side. Let's go into some squats. Range of motion, always up to you. Start with kind of small range of motion. As you get warmer, you can make that bigger, go deeper into movements, move a little bit quicker, but we're just warming the body up, getting our muscles ready, getting the heart rate up, prepped for that higher intensity. And 2 more squats. Good, go a little bit wider, go left to right. Push your hips back, let your upper body come forward. And a nice stretch on the inner leg. And then through the back and side of the glutes. 1 more, each way. Bring your feet back underneath you, hamstring curl, heel to glute. Push and pull with your arms, start to get that upper body. Warm up is a little bit shorter here. We got a little bit longer main workout, so we can always extend this warm up into the first couple exercises if needed. 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Let's do a hinge, push the hips back, let your upper body come forward again. Stretching through the glutes and hamstrings on this one. Two more. Last one. Reach and pull with a march. Pull down towards that opposite knee, warming up the core. Starting to pick up the pace here. Breathing rate, heart rate should be getting elevated a little bit. I'll give options and variations for every exercise. So if you need low impact or a different variation, you can always do that. 4 more, 3, 2, jumping jacks to finish. Here we go, out and in. You can single leg tap out. Arms are big, soft landings. Nice job. 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Warm up, done. Shake it out a little bit. Quick drink of water. 7 exercises, 45 seconds each. We're going to go at on a scale of 1 to 10, that RPE scale, rate of perceived exertion. This first round through 45 seconds at like a 6 effort level, not too challenging, but your heart rate and breathing rate do get elevated, and you're working, you're breathing hard, but it's not super all-out effort. So we're going to go jump rope, just a double leg jump rope for our first interval. If you want a lower impact, this is going to be a march through this. Elbows in, wrists rotating. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You can do kind of a skip march as well if you don't want to do a double leg. Connect to that core. Bend the knee slightly as you land. Up on the balls of your feet, absorbing that impact. Protecting that spine and the pelvic floor. Nice job, we're halfway through. Relaxing the upper body. Nice job. If that warm-up wasn't long enough, you can definitely take these first intervals lower than that 6 effort level. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going into a power skip, splitting our stance, stepping back, swinging through, jump and land off that single leg. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap back, opposite arm and leg, reaching up towards the ceiling. Nice, strong, powerful jump off of that lead leg, working the calf, quad, glute, all of that. We're going half on each side. You can always go just up to those toes if you don't want to jump and land for impact. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, switch sides. Here we go. Takes a little bit of coordination and practice. So if this feels a little uncoordinated, it takes a couple practice rounds, a couple reps to get your rhythm. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going into a plank. I'm going to elevate my plank up on a step. You can go to the floor for more challenge. This is going to be a mountain climber. Knees in, jump and switch. 3, 2, 1. If you need a little breather, slow that down and just go one leg in at a time. You can get that heart rate back down a little bit. Shoulders over hands, hips are down. Go at a pace that feels good. We have 4 more intervals after this. So we want to be able to get through those intervals with a good amount of intensity. So you don't want to go out too fast. Nice job. Breathing should be back under control here. If you're feeling really good, you can definitely do that 6 to 7 effort level on this one too. 3, 2, and 1. All right. This one's going to be a 90-degree jump. So squat stance, jump, and land with a turn. If you don't want that jump and land, I'll show that lower impact version here at the beginning. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a squat, squat, and pivot with a big reach upwards. Squat, pivot, reach. Get those arms big towards the ceiling. If you don't want that big jump and land, you can always do a squat, hop together, squat, hop together as you turn, using your arms. The deeper the squat, the more intense you're going to feel, the more intensity you'll feel. You can also take more than one jump to get that 90 degrees. So go halfway and then all the way, halfway, all the way. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Next, they're going to be cross-country switch. So 1 forward, 1 back with our stance. It's going to be a jump and switch. 3, 2, and 1. Tap back 1 foot at a time for less impact or less intensity or both. Push and pull with your arms. If you need more intensity or feeling really good, or just want to drop down into a full split squat every so often for a little bit more power and explosion, you can do that too. Make sure to get both sides. Switches for an odd number, 1, 2, 3, drop down. 1, 2, 3, drop down. Use your arms to push and pull. Equal jump off of both feet. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Second to last interval is going to be an extra. Imagine an X on the floor in front of you. Start at the bottom, legs, out, middle, forward, middle, back, making an X on the floor. Here we go. In, out, out is your low impact option. Nice job. If you're doing this in, out, out, making sure you're switching lead legs halfway through or after every 5 or 10 reps, something like that. Or just looking for that nice, strong, moderate heart rate. Your breath is high enough where you would only be able to say maybe a short sentence, finding that 6 effort level or so. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, that's because we have 7 intervals back to back to back. So we don't want to go too high effort level. We wouldn't be able to sustain it for longer than more than 1 round. All right, back in a plank for our last interval. Again, you don't have to do the jumping version of this. It's going to be an in and out, double leg hop. If you want to slow that down, step in, out, out. Or you can lift the hips into a pike, keeping the feet where they are. Or do all 3, or some sort of combination is fine as well. The hop in can be feet together or feet wide, like you're going into a burpee. Last few of these, here we go. Finish strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, 1 minute break. Couple deep breaths here. Get the heart rate down just a little bit. We're heading into round 2, same thing. We are going to do a 15-second burst of higher intensity, sandwiched by 15 seconds on either side by kind of lower intensity of the same exercise. So 15 seconds of like 7 to 8 effort level, maybe higher if you're feeling really good. But the first and last 15 of every interval is just a light intensity, somewhere in that 5 effort level range. So you can swap out variations, go faster for some of them. You can decide how you want to increase intensity. Jump rope is first. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm just going to do a kind of a shuffle left to right for this light intensity for the first 15. Then I'm going to go into kind of like a high knee run for the middle 15. You can just increase your pace if you'd like, or do double jumps. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that light intensity. 3, 2, 1. All right, power skip in 3, 2, 1. Half and half on each side. All right, pick up intensity on this side. Pick up intensity. We'll split each half into halves. And switch. Light intensity. Pick up the intensity. Here we go. Split sides are a little bit trickier to do that sandwich method. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mountain climber. I'll just do this plank knee in for the first 15. Do jump switches for the middle 15. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. If you don't like this sandwich method or you feel like it's not right for you today, you can go back to that first method, that nice 6 effort level for the whole thing. All right, slow it down again. Just an option to make it a little bit more interesting. 3, 2, 1. It still ends up being that kind of moderate intensity exercise that we're looking for these 30-minute classes. All right, we have 90-degree jumps. I'm going to do that squat, pivot, reach for the first 15 and last 15. Here we go. Still working here. It's just a little bit lighter. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Adding a jump in, soft landing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going back to that squat pivot. Three, 2, and 1. Cross country ski or jump lunge. Split squat jumps, whatever you want to call them. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to start with tap backs. My heart rate's still high from that last interval. You can do a double or single arm push and pull. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice light landings on your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Switch it out. 15 more on this one. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Going into extra. I'm just going to work with speed on this one. I'm going to go slower and make the X smaller for the first and last 15, and then I'll make it bigger and faster for the last middle 15. Here we go. Three, 2, and 1. Here we go. Breathing through it. 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to switch out the single leg in and out. That impact is a little bit too much force for me right now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank hop. Circuits for cardio end up being a little bit of, not a little bit, quite a bit of jumping. But you can still get that high intensity for low impact. Here, plank hop. Again, making the hop smaller and slower for the first 15. Adding that pike or the step in and out. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. A little bit more intensity. 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, and 1. All right, just like that, round 2 is done. All right, round 3, you can choose between what we did for first round, what we did second round, or option 3 is to do kind of a little build up. So start light intensity, kind of gradually build up towards the end of the 45. I'll call out every 15 to kind of add a little bit of as we go. Starting with jump rope. Again, work with speed or different variations to add a little bit of intensity. And you don't have to do that build up every single interval. You can go back to that sandwich method or that steady state moderate intensity throughout. Jump rope. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Starting with light. We're doing build ups. You can always take a full interval just to kind of actively recover as well at like level if 7 intervals of 45 it's too much back to back to back. All right, build up intensity a little bit, maybe into that 7 range. 7 out of 10. Last 15, 8 out of 10. And the build up can start at a 3 or build into a 6 as well. Something that's custom is just fine. 3, 2, and 1. Power skip. We'll do a build up for each leg. About every 6 to 7 seconds, we'll add some intensity on each side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just starting with a knee driver up to that toe. Adding a little hop here. Little bit better. Intensity on this side. However high you want to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start it over on the other side. Build it up. A little bit more. Final few reps. Higher intensity, build it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Nice job. Mountain climbers are next. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Check in with the core. Make sure we're connected. Supporting that spine. All the way around. Let's add a little speed here for 30 seconds to go. Nice job. You got it. A little bit more speed. You got it. 15 seconds to go. Full effort here. Full effort meaning like that 7 to 8, not max 9, 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. 90 degrees. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice job. Finding that good pace here in the beginning. Get your rhythm. Pick up a little bit of pace here. Maybe a little bit bigger. Here we go. More intensity. Last few reps, you got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Cross country ski or jump lunge. Box is next. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Thirty seconds to go. Build the intensity. Fifteen seconds. Last 15. Let's go. Use your arms. Use your arms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extra. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. You got this. Dig deep here. You got it. Stay strong. All right, build it up a little bit here, a little bit quicker, a little bit bigger. Three, two, one, last 15, let's go. Make it bigger and faster. Three, two, one. Last one here, team, plank hop. "45 seconds to work, that's it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, 30 seconds to go. Build it up. Finish strong here, you got it. Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1, full intensity right here. Just 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, quick drink of water. We got 3 minutes to cool down. Just 1 or 2 mobility moves here to help us get our heart rate down slowly. Catch your breath for a second here. A little bit of a step touch if the heart rate is still high. Slow as you can. Head circles, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, other ear to shoulder, and then chin up. Reverse direction. All right, lifting the head back up, hip circles. Reverse direction. Center your hips back out. Let's take a big step back into a lunge. Bring your opposite hand to the floor. Set yourself up. Make sure you got a wide base of support here. Feet on train tracks, not a balance beam. When you're ready, option to rotate and reach towards your lead leg. Fingertips towards the ceiling, shoulders back and down. Hips square, facing down towards the floor. If you'd like to add in an arm sweep up and over, hip to inner leg. Last one. Step together, find forward fold. Knees are bent a lot. Lift your head and upper body to kind of hang heavy. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Step back, opposite leg. Same thing. Find your base. Rotate and reach. With an inhale. Arm sweep option. Last one. Step together. Slowly stand it up. Stack the vertebrae. When you get to the top, big reach overhead. Full body stretch. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, roll your wrists on the way back down. All right, thank you so much for joining MetCon. This is recorded, so you can come back to it anytime you'd like. I'll post it in the channel. Have a great rest of your day. If you have any questions, feel free to Slack or email. See you next time.